We have a very diverse list of obligations with the RCD. I'm not sure if all of you are from the area. It sounds like several of you are not, but I almost guarantee you have an RCD with whom you can work in your county. Across California, there are 97 of us, give or take. It kind of changes from year to year as some get swallowed up, some disappear, and some are formed anew. In our county, we have the Upper Salinas-Las Tablas RCD with whom I work, as well as the Coastal San Luis RCD, which is located in Morro Bay. All right, a little bit of history. We are located in Templeton within the NRCS office, so if you're familiar with that location, you know where we are as well. And the first thing I would say is don't hesitate to get in touch with us if you just want to chat and you just want to see what we're available to do for you. And that's kind of the main point of what I'm going to be presenting today is if you have an idea, talk to us and we'll see if there's something that we can do to help you out in developing that, or perhaps just providing a little bit of background on what other resources are available to you. Think of us like a repository for information. We just want to help. Our particular RCD was formed in 1951. We are nonprofit and non-regulatory, and I think that's a really important point to make, that we aren't coming on to your property to tell you what you need to do. We're there to listen to your ideas and help you develop a plan that best suits your needs. We have quite a bit of expertise in the office, as well as great connections with other local resources that can provide you with the means to accomplish your goals. Again, we are a special district, and the main point to take away from this is, again, we are a local resource that is available with local knowledge, local expertise, and local connections. This one is our mission. We're here to provide services and education to landowners, supporting your management and stewardship of soil, water, and natural resources. And same point I'm going to continue making. We're here as a resource for you. We are not going to be coming on to direct you in any way. We're coming on to aid you in your final goals. We've got biologists on site, we've got planners, we've got botanists, we've got a fisheries biologist, we have folks who are really well versed in local government. We meet with the Board of Supervisors, and the same goes for any RCD for the most part, that you're going to have folks who are tied into the local community, and if we don't have the answers for you, we can certainly put you in touch with the folks who can answer those questions. A kind of a broad list of things that we do. This list could be 3 slides long. On any given day, we have multiple projects that we're tackling. New folks coming into the office, again, even just popping their head in, or we hear conversation out in the lobby of something that we feel that we can assist with. We are genuinely here to assist you. We can offer technical expertise. Lately, we've been working on several erosion control plans for new vineyard implementation. We've got a rural roads workshop coming up at J. Lohr on the 6th of December. If you have any interest in that, please contact me after this. We can offer quite a bit of permitting assistance as well. We're well versed in CEQA and Army Corps paperwork, and we're dealing with the Regional Water Quality Control Board as well as CDFW. This is kind of on a daily basis. We're dealing with permits for particular projects. So I know those things can be tough to tackle. You look at a stack of 20 pages that look like a tax form. Well, get a hold of us because we've been through those 20 pages multiple times. And if you have one question for one part of it, that's something we can help you with. If you have questions about the entire thing, that's something we can help you with. We've also been contracted by CDFA for sweep verifications. If you're unfamiliar with sweep, I'm going to be touching on it in a little bit. We offer irrigation evaluations. It's something that the Vineyard Team also offers. We're not trying to step in their lane, but we offer a little bit of the same thing here. Conservation planning, as Margie just spoke so eloquently on, we are there to assist you with the process, especially with the new template that she was discussing. We can come on site, we can come do site visits with you and help you interpret what it is you're seeing, and possibly make more succinct your plan for what you have on a grand scale. We can kind of help you nail down exactly what you can do to focus on developing your resources. We also offer grant writing assistance. Our executive director, Devin Best, is a whiz, and this is almost completely what he does on a full-time basis, is writing grants, because, again, we are nonprofit. So the vast majority of what we're doing is based on grant funding. Again, we do quite a bit. There's a lot of diversity in what we can offer, so I'm going to give a couple of examples of some of the successes that we've had, as well as just trying to show the broad swath of the things that we can assist with. This first project I'm going to be discussing is a riparian restoration at a site at Centennial Creek, which is in Centennial Park in Paso Robles. This site came to our attention in dealing with the city of Paso Robles. There is a drainage at the headwaters of Centennial Creek that, as you can see in the upper picture here, not looking too hot. This is June 2014. The city knew that they had a problem on their hands. It not only was it a nuisance, it was also a possible hazard, and given the rains that we had this past year, it really would have been a hazard for folks who are using the park, and possibly even the houses that are built up along the side of that park. Quite bad erosion, a lot of non-native vegetation. We have a footpath going through that promoted vagrancy, as well as people dumping trash in the area. And this is right next to a walkway, which is kind of down here out of shot. It's a publicly used space. It's a city park. It was an eyesore, and this is something that the city was going to be taking care of on their own. When Devin Best heard about this, he got a hold of folks that we work with on a regular basis at the city and said, you know, I think that the RCD might be able to provide you with a little bit more of a thoughtful finished product, rather than perhaps putting in concrete lined channels just to direct the water away from any erosion hazards or away from the walkway. Devin's a fisheries biologist. He's got a lot of experience and background doing trails work as well, and thought that this might be a fantastic opportunity to kind of portray what we can do. And then it acts as marketing for us too, to be honest with you. We succeed in this case, and we have the opportunity to succeed again somewhere else. Part of the project was developing a bit more of a floodplain. This is near the same view. The drainage is a concrete lined channel back here that dropped into some pretty bad erosion spots. We had a lot of heavy flow coming off of here. As you can see, it was excising the outflow space here and not really giving the opportunity for the water to settle, rushing right through where the confluence of the creek was here and continuing to erode up the side of the hill. We installed a rock-lined channel to allow for settling pools, and as you can see in this lower picture, in January 2016, this is the water flowing out of the same channel that you see up here. The riprap that we installed here slows everything down, and you can kind of see how wide the floodplain became just at the confluence here. That's what we wanted. We want an area for the water to settle out and just give it an opportunity to not erode any longer. We have another set of photos here kind of from a different angle that show you essentially the same thing. Poor drainage up here causing some erosion that's approaching the walkway, which is kind of just out of the shot here. More of the rock-lined settling pools that we installed, and a broad floodplain that allows for the channel to work as it previously was supposed to. That's just a small example of some riparian restorations that we do. We're currently undertaking several projects on private land as well that are similar to this. Again, these are generally grant funded with a portion of the funding coming from the landowner. Another project that we focus quite a bit on are the mobile irrigation labs, MILs, mobile irrigation evaluations. You might have heard different acronyms. This is something that we offer as a free service. We are currently under contract with the county to offer 10 mobile irrigation evaluations in 2018, and I haven't signed anybody up yet, so if anybody has any interest, feel free to contact me after this or get a hold of us at the office. We would gladly try to pencil you in for the 2018 season. We also do follow-up evaluations for those of you who have already had a mobile irrigation evaluation done on your property, whether by us or the Vineyard Team. We would gladly come out to reassess the site and give you the data to see how helpful the initial evaluation was for you. In doing these evaluations, we will be measuring how evenly your water is applied over a broad swath of several of your blocks. We can give you data on the amount used versus the amount needed, as well as recommendations in the end to help you improve your irrigation efficiency. These generally take about 3 hours. It doesn't require too much from the landowner. You know, you'll show us the site, ideally provide us with some block maps and, if you have them, irrigation maps so that we can have a better idea of where we want to start and end. We are also contracted currently with CDFA for their State Water Efficiency and Enhancement Program verifications. We end up kind of working on both ends of this project. We can assist with grant writing. I know that that can be a bit of a daunting task, especially if you don't have any previous grant writing experience. We end up helping in the long run by doing the final evaluation to ensure that everything was installed as per the plan. So if you don't know about SWEEP, get a hold of me. We can go over that. If you do know about SWEEP, you'll be seeing me soon because you probably need a verification to come in this season. Several of the things that can be available through SWEEP are solar panel installation, variable frequency drives, weather stations, soil tensiometers, flow meters. These are all things that can help you reduce your greenhouse gas emissions as well as conserve your water. The last thing I'm going to touch on is our Healthy Soils Initiative. Our executive director is currently in Sacramento right now discussing the same thing with a group of other RCDs. As you've probably heard throughout the course of this presentation over the last 3 days, healthy soils are to be a focus. This is the building block of your farm, of your vineyard, and we are currently focusing on several soil management practices, mostly including composting and cover crops. If this is something you have interest in, again, feel free to get a hold of us at the RCD. We are willing to pretty much listen to any idea you have and help you with anything that we can. We're a great resource. It's difficult to kind of narrow down what it is we can offer you because it's a very broad array of things. So if you have any inclination to come pay us a visit or to give us a call, we'll see what we can do to help you help yourselves. Thank you.